Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly show where one guy hates football. This is episode 247.
Football.
My name is Matt. With me is Neil. Hi,
Hate
Neil.
football. Hi, Matt.
Why do you hate football?
Few. It's, you know what? I shouldn't say I hate football. I hate the Patriots.
Hold on. Let's go to the sports desk.
Sports Desk with two dicks.
It's not the sports desk. It's the sports.
No, I've decided
it.
I think they should all be desks because then it just creates this nice visual of us literally like changing clothes and like stepping 5 feet to the right and getting into another desk.
I'm shocked. You want everything whitewashed.
Oh, boy.
All right, go on. Oh, no, where I was going on.
No, let's start with your game. Let's start with your anger. What?
No, let's not start with my anger. Let's start with your game because your game makes me happy.
Why? I want to start with your game.
Okay,
Fine.
we'll start with my game.
Okay, go ahead. Let's start with yours. We almost both gave in.
I hate the Patriots.
Why?
Because aside from the Chargers making the Patriots look good in the playoffs are very stressful for a Patriots fan. It's not just we're coming in and we're doing it and we're leaving. It's we're coming in. We might do it. Oh, look, we're going to do it. Nah, we're not
probably
going
to do it.
We're probably going to do it. Somebody's going to do something. Oh, we're not? Oh, we are. Oh, we did. Okay, cool.
But it's almost like you're disappointed that they don't crush everyone. That's not, I mean...
No. Not everyone. Not everyone. I would just like one AFC championship or one Super Bowl that you can do the 49ers, what was it, 55-3 or whatever it was?
Oh,
55-17?
Chargers?
Yeah. Apparently I like teams that beat up on the Chargers.
Or the Broncos. They crushed the Broncos a bunch.
I just want where it's like, oh, yeah. But that's not what it is.
No, I understand. It's got to be hard when it's like, God, we've only won 5 Super Bowls, and each time it really, really had to eke it out. God, but woe is me.
It's not. It's like when you win the lottery for the third time,
right?
And you're like, what am I going to do with another $50 million?
Right.
This sucks.
Or it really came down the wire. I didn't know if I was going to win.
And of course, I don't watch the game. Well, one, I couldn't watch the game at home if I wanted to because I don't get CBS.
Right, but you were, and we will get to my game second. But you were already at the brewery.
Yes.
Tannery.
Tannery
Brewery, yes.
Yes.
Which we did a review of a couple weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And on Yelp. And so did you have your Patriots shirt on that I gave you?
No.
Come on, man.
Nope. I don't wear Patriots gear.
I'm glad I got it for you. I should just get you other teams.
I will wear the Patriots gear, but just not around here.
Just around your house.
Or no, I'll wear it like in Reno and stuff.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, then maybe I should just get you other teams. Then you can just kind of fly under the radar.
Ducks, baby. I wear my duck stuff all the time.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm a big old duck. I'm a quack, quack, quack.
Yeah, right.
How I do
That's what you say to people.
Quack, quack. So I was there watching your game. Mm-hmm. Very excited for that. And I stayed for a little bit of the Patriots game. But it was, I had stuff to do. And I didn't want to sit at a brewery and drink all night. And it's not fun to just sit there and not drink. So I'm like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So I make it even worse because I actually don't watch the game. I just keep refreshing on my iPhone.
That's how you watched it? By watching the game cast?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Because I'm getting texts from you like, I'm trying to tell you to relax and shit.
Right.
And every now and again I get a text where it's like, see?
Yeah.
You didn't see.
I was kind of also playing it with you without doing are these guys even trying to win? I was trying to have a little bit fun of but yeah, I sit there and I'm like, oh, I'm the worst fan.
Well, did you go back and watch the highlights later?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what happened. You know what transpired.
Yeah. With
okay.
the last, I assume you mean the overtime.
Well, anything. I'm just wondering if you went back and watched all the highlights or did you just see the very end of the game?
I watched the end of the game and some of the highlights. I didn't watch all the highlights.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even when you know they won, you can't go back and see what happened.
No. I want to. My plan was to do it today. Yesterday I felt like garbage. I didn't do anything yesterday. I wanted to do it today, and then my world at work fell apart.
Okay. So you didn't have a chance.
So It's not I don't want to. I'm going to. Like
right.
I've been reading about like what they said after the game and how much Brady and Belichick made out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When he went to go see Mahomes after the game and stuff like that. So I know, the important stuff.
Yeah, right.
But it was a good game. I will say that. I think it was a good game. I liked it. I thought it was exciting enough, and I was surprised the Patriots won. To be honest with you, I really thought Kansas City had an offense that defense couldn't touch. I don't know where this defense came from because they sacked Mahomes 3 times or something.
I think that's right.
Yeah. What? The Patriots?
Well, first of all, you'd be really happy to know that my dad was over during your game.
Over your house?
He was over at our house because we were having dinner with him that night, and he decided he was rooting for the Patriots. And he's like, I was like,
you really don't like him,
do you? Why are you rooting for the Patriots? And he goes, old guy. Just pulling for the old guy. The old guy who's had like unprecedented success. Poor guy.
The young kid has a shot. It'll be now. Watch, Mahomes will be like the next Marino. We'll never make it to an AFC game.
Well, that's the thing. You never know if you're going to get back to that. So
he's no Nick Foles.
No, Nick Foles. But he's just cheering and woo, and doing a lot of that stuff. And I'm like, really? And then at one point there was a call against the Patriots. Mm-hmm. It was kind of a borderline call. And he's like, I wonder how much Casey's paying the refs. And I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah, because the Patriots always get ripped off.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You got to know that if Casey's paying the refs, they paid him a lot because usually the Patriots get that check in there first. That envelope with cash is.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, they did try to shoot lasers at Brady from the stands. That was a good try, but, didn't work out.
I didn't hear about that. When was that?
Yeah, there's when you get time at work.
Right. Yes. I will not, but yes.
There's clips they'll show video, and it's green lasers that are shining on his body as he's about to take the snap. Somebody in the stands was shining lasers at him. I can't do that.
That's not cool.
Can't do that. Anyway, it was a very exciting game. I feel really bad for the guy who was offsides on that interception because that was game over. I mean, I think there was under a minute to go, and New England still had all their timeouts. But it was game over. At most, they get the ball back with like 28 seconds to go on their own fucking 15.
Right.
So it was exciting to watch. I didn't really care who won.
Right.
I mean, I'm kind of sick of the Patriots because I'm a normal human being.
No, I appreciate it because I had a total different feeling about the Rams game, but now I know.
I did want them to win for the sake of us having this 2-week build up to a game of our two teams, but. Mm-hmm. So by the way, looking back at our predictions, I predicted 27-24 Kansas City. You predicted 31-10 Kansas City. You nailed the Chiefs score.
I did.
Just a little underestimated on the Patriots side.
Yeah. Well, I really didn't think the Patriots were that good. Yeah, I mean, meaning that good as they were during the Kansas City game. They were a good team. They played really well.
Yeah.
That little Edelman guy.
Dude, can they cover him? I mean, it's one of those where you sit there and you watch him.
See him. No one sees him because he's all squinty and he's got his face all bunched up.
He's got that beard. Though.
Yeah, but I think that just throws people off. They're just like, "What's that troll doing?"
Well, he'd line up in the slot, and you're like, "He's gonna run like some sort of post or cross there in the middle." Yeah. He's gonna look for him first every time.
Yeah,
complete.
And he jumps up. He gets so excited.
Yeah, so might have got away with a fumble on that punt. I couldn't tell. I'm surprised they overturned that call because you couldn't tell one way or the other. It looked like his thumb might have hit it, might not have hit it, but I didn't think it was conclusive. I was surprised they overturned that.
Yeah. Well, the officiating this year, especially in the playoffs, has been outstanding.
It has been. Yeah. It's been on point. These guys know what they're doing. Should we talk about my game?
Let's talk about your game. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, and congrats to you. I slept through the first 3 quarters of my game.
I was so pissed.
There was a point where I was almost starting to turn the corner like, well, fuck him for being mad. Neil is texting me like crazy. So here's what happened. I'm sleeping on the night before, and my older guy comes in and jumps in between me and lady friend at like 3:45 a.m. I wake up, and I'm like, I can't go back to sleep. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go sleep in his bed. So I go to my older son's bed to sleep, thinking maybe this will work.
Does he have a cool bed?
It's not like a race car or anything. It's just a normal bed.
How old is he now?
He is 9.
Almost at sticky sheet time, but not quite.
Oh God, let's not get into that yet.
I'm just saying, you were sliding in there, so.
Well, he's out of no more pea sheets. That's all I care about. So I get in there and I'm laying there. I can't sleep. I'm like, God damn it! I start looking at shit on my phone because that'll help me sleep.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm like, fuck it, I'm up. So I go get up. I was up from 3:45. I didn't go to bed till like 12:45. So I got about 3 hours of sleep.
Threw me off when you responded to me.
Yeah, I started talking to you on text
about 5 in the morning.
Early in the morning. You're like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm like, why are you up?
So I'm cruising through, and then finally about 10:30 rolls around. I'm like, I'm fucking tired now. So I was like, okay, I could sleep for an hour and a half, get up right for kickoff.
Now, I think at 10:30 I had texted you. I wonder if I have it. I had texted you and I said, "Where are you watching the game?"
No, that was earlier. I think you.
It was
texted me.
earlier. Okay.
Yeah, and I said I'm just watching at home. You said, "All right, I'm going to the brewery." I said, "Okay," and you said, "Okay."
Because you said I'm driving down now.
Oh, that's what I said. Yes,
Yeah.
I was joking with you.
And said we'd go to Napkins, and I'm like, oh, so I figured you were all set because I thought maybe you were going to friend's house or something to get it. All the Pacific Northwest Rams fans get together.
There's a ton of us.
Yeah.
No, and so I wake up and look at my phone, and it's
I go to the brewery expecting like I'm gonna share this experience with my buddy. Never, AFC. It's kind of a big deal. Kind of gave Rams a hard time last year, and then I'm like texting you like, "Hey, where are you? What's going on? You watching? Oh, this and that, and nothing." Not a peep. So finally, I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
well, then
Bruh.
I'm looking at my text history and seeing all these texts from you, and at some point you're like, I think you turned during the text exchange, like basically like fuck you, but then I look and see a text from Annalise. Matt, Neil's worried.
I was. I'm like, he can't be that bummed out. I mean, I know the score didn't start obviously the way you'd want, but I'm
No.
like, I would have heard more from you. Like,
Yeah,
what
no.
the fuck?
Just freaking snoozing away. So I'm all refreshed. I go downstairs and turn on the TV. I think I had to like bump my kids off like video games. Like what the fuck,
No
Dad? They didn't
Fortnite.
say that.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said that to them.
No, I should
What
have.
the fuck?
But yeah, so then I got to see all the most exciting stuff anyway.
You did.
So
You
it
did.
it doesn't matter. But it was an interesting end to that game. I mean, I was surprised that McVay didn't go for it on 4th and goal from like the half-yard line.
Right.
Then again, it should have been 1st and goal from the 1 because they missed that Jared Goff face mask, and I assume that's
Right.
what everybody's upset about. The bad penalty call was the missed face mask on Goff, right?
That's what it is. However, that face mask, I thought I was happy they didn't call that because I didn't think in real time it looks like he just touches the face. When they use super slow motion, it's like he doesn't even grab it then. So I'm glad that I would have called. Well, you can't, but hands to the face. But needless to say, I don't
got
know
a
if
tug
you saw,
there.
I don't know if you saw. Hey man, you got a tug every now and then. I don't know if you saw there was a missed pass interference call against the Rams.
Hold on, Chris Meyer earmuffs. Okay, go ahead.
There was
Saints fan.
Yeah, there was a missed. It could have went either way. It was one of those things like if you see the play, kind of like the face mask was like
It's a
boom,
boom.
boom.
It's a bang bang play.
Yeah, yeah,
He drills
and-
him in the head and the body, and then the ball hits the ground. Bang bang.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was pretty much he leveled the wide receiver, never looking back or slowing down.
And if he looks back, what happens? Pick
Catching
six,
interception,
and he gone. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing out there. He is in the flat. If he turns around, that
Yeah.
ball's thrown right to him. It's a terrible throw.
It is
by what's his spot?
It's
Reed.
actually the throw you throw. It's the Randy Moss throw, right? You throw it for the pass interference. Not
seemed like it.
Randy Moss is a good receiver. I'm
Right.
not saying he wasn't, but that was one of the things, right? Throw it short, and I'll either go up and get it, or I'm going to get pass
Yeah, I
interference.
guess it's not so much the throw as the read because the DB was in position to intercept that ball and go, and that's a 90-yard touchdown return.
It didn't have an impact on the game. I just was
It
a
didn't.
little bit bummed out that they missed the call.
It didn't have any
That's
impact
all.
on the game because at
No.
best it's 1st and goal from the 6. You can basically take the clock down to next to nothing and then kick a field goal. But hey, they might Romo it, fumble that snap, and the next
Right.
thing you know, they lose that way, or they don't score and we go to overtime anyway, which is
Right.
probably what would have happened.
I would say, yeah, and the way the confidence that Goff had that whole game, I would say that he would have pulled a Brady, just marched right down the field. and
I
scored.
think so. And I mean, the Saints did have a chance to stop the Rams in regulation. They did have
they?
a chance to go down and score.
Well,
They got the ball first in overtime.
I will say this about my man Breeze, Drew. If you didn't know who I was talking
Sure. Debris.
about. I mean, he said all the right things afterwards, right? We
I
had
didn't even
plenty of-
hear his.
He was he said, hey, yeah, blown call, great, but we should have had the game. We lost the game earlier. That
He must have been saying this while my dad was hooting and hollering for your Patriots, so I didn't hear that interview.
Probably. I think he was saying it while he was dialing suicide prevention. I'm not sure. I'm
That
just
could
saying.
be. It's funny, though, the aftermath of this play, because you've got all these people who are screaming for rules changes, such as like, oh, you should be able to review that.
Review that.
They don't want to allow judgment calls to be reviewed because you could fucking review every single call every time. Because you could go, you know what? Hold on, we got to look back at that. Looked like there might have been a hold on that one.
Right. Well, here we go. Like some people are saying, well, for pass interference or things like that. I agree 100% that one play should have been reviewed and should be reviewable.
How do you
write a
draw the
rule
line?
saying for one play? Because I don't want every pass interference call reviewed.
The only thing I can imagine you could do, and this is even still difficult, is you can say everything can be reviewed in the last 2 minutes of a game.
Yeah, that, or I was going to say...
Which that barely was. That was like 150 to go, something like that.
Right. Again, this one was, I think, was black and white. But there are very few that are. And I just think you have to... I hate saying it because, I'm such a big rules guy. Rules guy.
Isn't that what one of your tats says? The one on your
rules
back?
guy. Yeah.
Rules guy.
Except they
spelled it wrong.
So it says drools guy, but whatever. It's a shame that this came down in this game, but I think it's just we complain about it, we bitch about it. The Rams got away with one. We've all teams have gotten away with one, and you just go on. I don't want to see a rule saying we're going to start reviewing pass interference, because most pass interference, it's good that it's a judgment call on the field, because 99% of the time, or even if it's 90% of the time, they get it right. They get it right. Yeah. And if you get away with one either way, it kind of, I think it's part of football. I think it's part of the human element of the game.
I just think it's impossible to fix without grinding the game to a halt. Yeah. I just think I think it's difficult to draw that line and figure out what you would do. But what's interesting too is then you've got Saints players and fans saying, "Hey, there's this
remember
rule."
My team got burned on this. Remember the tuck rule when we?
I'm gonna get to that. Okay. I'm gonna get to that. That was gonna be my silver lining for the Saints fans. But the some of the players and a lot of the fans are saying like Roger Goodell has the power by this rule, whatever it is, to make the game be replayed. First of all, there's no fucking way they're going to replay a game.
No.
For many reasons. One being it would be a logistical nightmare, and two being, could you imagine the precedent being set?
And player safety. That's my big thing. Player safety.
I
don't care about anything
100% for that. But everything else, the precedent you would set by saying, "Oh, there's a bad call in this game, we have to replay it." Anytime there's a bad call, anytime late in any game, they're going to go, "Got to replay it."
What they should do is just replay that play.
No. But
they get the teams together.
No, this is what so did you see this guy, Frank D'Amico? He has filed a lawsuit with the NFL. Okay. He is a New Orleans fan.
Yeah.
And the specific damages he's listing in the suit include mental anguish and emotional trauma, loss of faith in the NFL, loss of enjoyment of life. What? Loss of entertainment, distrust of the game. He said he wants the replay to start with 1st and goal from the 6, 1:49 to go. He wants them to go back to that.
That's stupid.
I mean, could you imagine all those guys getting all geeked up, warming up, and being like, "All right, 1:49, let's go."
Yeah, here we go.
Tailgate.
Well, not only that, so you have the Saints just pumped because they have a chance to win the game. And now you have the Rams a little deflated because they've partied and they're hungover.
Right.
And they're like, "Oh, we might not get the win?"
Well, I just would imagine the tailgate for that game would be fantastic.
Right.
It's like a 5-hour tailgate and for 1:49.
I hate that they got the call wrong. The only thing I could, and I don't know how they would do it, is if something this egregious came up that New York, if the play doesn't get snapped right away, could say, "Wait, this was just absolute." But then you're going to have people argue, "Well, wait a minute, that was a blown call. How come you didn't say that was a blown call?"
Right. It's too difficult.
It was just too bad that anything. If the dude just kind of turned around, you could argue it. But this one was so. Well, we were obviously watching the game, and I was talking to this guy who was a Kansas City fan who was sitting next to me. Really nice guy.
Does he know that you're a Patriots fan?
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
okay.
It was really
because you didn't have
the
your
nice
gear
thing
on.
about Tannery Bend.
Tannery Brewery.
Thank you. The nice thing about it is that it's
you go there. I
for
don't.
Football. It's really like low key. Like it's not well, you've been there. It's a small place, so it's not a yelly go bro kind of place. Although this Chicky Patriots fan showed up and she was all yelling at the screen, and I was like, "I'm done. I'm out of here." So it's one of those places like they were curious. They're like, "Oh, how'd you become a Patriots fan?" Then when I told them the story, they're like, "That's actually kind of cool." And this guy, was explaining his fandom for this, and he's like, "Yeah, I really hope." So there wasn't that weird neither of ours femininity was wrapped up in our sports franchises.
Sure.
Like we knew the moistness of our vaginas, so we were good.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, there's just I don't know. It was just so anyway. So the play happened, and he goes, "Don't you think that's pass interference?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious! That's like that's the perfect pass interference call."
Oh, I screamed no,
and he said, "Oh, they didn't call it because I was busy talking to someone." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "No, they didn't call it." So I thought maybe there was like a hold that that went against, and it's like, well, it does, or the ball's tipped or something. He goes, "No, they didn't call it."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is not good.
Not good. But I was going to say, you referenced the tuck rule. I was going to say, for people who want to hate on the Rams for being there now, look on the bright side. This is probably, odds on, the second time that a bad play, non-call or call in the NFL is going to lead to the Patriots beating the Rams in the Super Bowl. Because that tuck rule was the same. That was the same year that your Pats beat the Rams.
That's right. Yeah, two of my favorite rules in football: tuck rule and you can't touch a quarterback. It's worked out really well for me.
Yeah, you saw the Chiefs, the roughing the quarterback, roughing the passer.
Yes,
where he brought his arm down on Tom Brady's shoulder.
Yeah,
how dare he do that?
Well,
anyway,
By
the way, just gonna say my prediction was 31-21 Nolans. Yours was 35-32 Rams. You had the margin correct. So nice job.
Thank you.
By the way, Chris Meyer, you can listen again.
Well, let's move on to the Super Bowl.
Okay, which we're not. I didn't want to get too deep into it because we're going to obviously cover it a lot next week.
All right, I can save it for next week.
Well, yeah, I was going to say let's talk more about it next week because we'll do the prop bets. I'll pick out some of the prop bets that are fun and stuff like that. We can talk about that, but
we have to make a wager.
We'll make a wager, sure.
Right.
But we can save that for next week because we got the off week.
I say catcher pitcher.
Okay. Which one are you going to choose? I can only imagine.
No. Winner chooses.
That's what I'm saying. If you win.
Oh, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
You're going to have to admit that you stuck it in there and enjoyed it.
I remember having this conversation with friends of mine in college or something where they're like, if you had to. And I was like, and my initial response was, I guess I'd be a catcher because I don't have to even like think about it. And they're like, no, you're wrong. You always would be a pitcher. You always want to be the pitcher.
This may surprise you. I was never asked that question a lot because people are like, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, well.
Never mind.
Well, I have some exciting news.
Mm-hmm.
We've alluded to this previously, but it's come together, and I have a major announcement. Major. You ready?
Do we have major announcement news?
I don't think we have a drop for that.
Back. All right, but boop.
We now have a store for the podcast.
Oh, shit, son.
Yeah, thanks to Casey, formerly of Stuff That Matters podcast, and soon to be another one, but I can't remember the name, so I'll let you know.
That's what he's calling it. Soon to be another one.
He has gone above and beyond to help us get this store up and running, and he's even adding some themed T-shirts to go in the mix.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey. For now, we just started with there's 4 items, and
what's the link?
It'll grow from there. I'm gonna tell you. God, so impatient.
I also need to put it up on our website.
Yes, put it on your website. I'll put it on the Reasons Are Several website. The URL right now, I think it might change a little bit because they just got this up, is don'tgotopless.store.
I like it.
He said they're working on the .com. They haven't secured that yet.
And that's so if you go to don'tgotopless.store, then you search for Reasons Are Several?
No, we're the only product at the moment. They're still beefing that up. So eventually
cool.
I think there will be like a /
I have to send
RES
Casey an email because I'd like to get DAP and Halos and Heathens on there.
Get after it. So go check that out. It's really cool. So right now we have 2 T-shirts up there. One is pretty fucking funny. I'll let you discover that.
I'm going to end up spending money at this goddamn site.
Good. The sheets. The T-shirts are actually really reasonably priced. And so there's also a coffee mug and there is like a decal, like a sticker. So more will be added as we go. And Casey is really excited. He's an awesome dude because he gets pumped up about like making shirts based off stuff that we do on the show, which is really cool. I
love that.
I don't know how quickly they'll sell.
No,
but if you have a specific thing you might like, then you should do that. So go check it out right now. Like I said, don'tgotopless.store. So obviously no apostrophe in the don't.
Obviously.
There's also, I forgot to mention, there's also a lot of half shirts that we put up there?
I was a fan of the half shirt for many years.
I assume you were. Did you do like the thing where it's like I bench press 200 pounds? I got the 200 pound
No.
half shirt.
I had a Mickey Mouse half shirt when I was younger, and I had a Maui half shirt. We're talking up until about 12 or 13. I didn't.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 25.
Yeah, up until 10 pounds overweight, and then they all went bye.
Once the abs started to disappear, it's like,
Yeah.
maybe we're going to want to go full shirt on this one. We also, of course, have edible underwear.
Oh, I like
which
it.
is great. So in the money zone is just the outline of the two of us, and
oh my gosh!
and the backside it just says "jam it" in there.
So one of the shirts I wear to the gym is a Reasons Are Several shirt.
Yeah.
So if I wear the shirt, the microphone sits on my breastbone, and our face is set on my pecs.
As your boobs,
right? And
can you do that thing like with the
yes, I can do
nice.
that. Yeah.
Jiggle
But
up
I
and
can't do both super quick. It's easier to do one.
Because you could do a full conversation. This could be an animation, like a promo for our show.
Right.
Could be us talking back and forth if you got really good control of your titties.
And I'm trying to think of what I think I was doing. Like anyway, where you just pretty much pull the weights up in front of you, right? But it contracts your chest. So
we're kissing.
No, we're kissing a dick between us because it doesn't look like a microphone anymore, and it was cracking me up. I'm like oh my god,
it's like we're sharing a straw and a milkshake or something.
Yeah, it's like we gave Chris Meyer the best birthday gift ever.
I hope he's listening again at this point. Oh, and by the way, there's a free shipping button on there, so you don't have to pay for shipping on those shirts and material and merch.
How is that?
Awesome. He's got it all sorted out, man.
Oh, that doesn't sound right at all.
Trust me, I continue to harass him and be like, "You're taking something out of this, right?"
Yeah.
So,
well, we did agree on that part, right? He's getting
I
something
believe
out of it, right?
so. We've
Okay,
working through that. Yeah.
All right, good.
I'm trying to make sure that he's so excited to do it. I think he's just like, I don't care.
Well, we'll make Casey the microphone.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Casey,
Happy
you're the
birthday,
microphone.
Casey.
We're going to start referring to him that way.
Microphone?
The microphone.
The microphone. The mic man.
The mic got some new shirts up.
Well, that's very exciting. Thank you for doing all that. And thank you, Casey. And I will be emailing you if you'd be to find out if you're cool with.
I will be emailing you if you be what?
If you be. Oh man, that's not right.
That's all right.
If you're up for adding, I might just have him add it to your store, our store.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know
You
how
can
he's
just check
breaking
it
up
out.
the stores. At this point, I don't think our stuff is sectioned off yet.
Yeah.
Because they don't have other stuff yet. But yeah, just
Because then it might be fun. Because then
Neil.
people that go over from Halos and Heathens or DAPF will also see the Reasons Are stuff. Then it might be fun. Might be
Would
good.
you just talk to him?
I'll talk to him.
Just reach out.
Oh man,
And
that ain't right.
Reach out and touch the mic.
Touch the dick mic.
More self-congratulatory stuff. We're celebrating our 5th anniversary as a podcast coming up.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to us. And last week we said we set the date of February 17th. That actually changed. We need to
But then
alter that.
what happened? Go ahead. It's my fault that it's changing.
Neil forgets everything.
I
And
do.
I'm listening to his show, Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks, with Annalise last Saturday. And I hear him say something about, you know what? Daytona 500's on February 17th. Let's do a live show. We're going to have...
Whoa. All fairness, I said the Daytona's coming up. You want to do a live show? And then I looked up the date.
Okay.
Yeah. So it
But
wasn't-
again, forgot. And the best part
Absolutely.
is, earlier in the show, I can't remember, just on the YouTube clip or on
talked
the
about
show
getting
itself,
live.
you mentioned, oh, you guys are going to do a live event. Like, yeah, I'll get to that. Then you didn't even talk about it. And then you plan the other
Then
thing
I'm like,
over the top.
see, here's the live event.
So if you are free on February 17th, go check out the Daytona.
Are you gonna drop
500
by
with
for a
Neil
little while?
Annalise. I'll drop by for a little while.
So
But-
that will be it's weird. I don't know how it'll work out.
Yeah, I'm interested
We'll
to
talk
see how
about
you
it
guys do it. But I'm always interested to see how you guys do it.
Thanks.
But we are moving it to March 3rd at 3 p.m.
Sunday,
that's
March 3rd,
Sunday,
3
March
p.m.
3rd.
Pacific Standard Time.
That's right. Same deal as we mentioned last week.
YouTube.com/Halos and Heathens.
Yes, it'll be on the YouTube channel, and it'll be Annalise will be the producer and chat room queen. You and I will
to
be
submit your questions now.
Reasons are several
at gmail.com.
Oh, let's keep doing this. You can
I wanna
DM
see
at
how you-
Reasons Are.
I want to see how you. Yeah.
Or
Angels Freak 7
Yes.
at Angels Freak 7. But get your questions in now. If you want to be in the chat room, you can ask your questions there. We'll be taking things live. So we're going to go live interactive on YouTube for a little while. Then we're actually going to record the show live on YouTube. As Matt said, Annalise will be handling the chat room at that point. After we're done recording the podcast portion, we will continue on YouTube live just for fun as a kind of an added bonus. And the video will stay up on Halos and Heathens. If you've ever dropped into the Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks YouTube podcast recording, it's going to go very similar to that.
Right. And I believe it'll be episode 253 is the one that will come from this live event. So
are you going to give it a number, or are you just going to do the 5-year pod?
I'll probably give it a number.
Okay.
Because then it gets all confusing if you don't. So I'm not going to make it its own thing. But anyway, so definitely go check us out live if you can. If not, and you want to send a question in or even a comment, if you want to talk shit, we don't care. Send it in. Yeah. You want to make a mention to the mic? You want to talk to the mic?
Talk to the mic.
Send in something for the mic.
Yeah. You can send in anything, and we'll talk about it.
That's true. Doesn't
matter.
matter.
Bag on us. You want to ask a political question? This is the one show you get to do it.
This is it.
Yep.
Make it count.
Yep. You want to know the size of Matt's penis? This is it.
Oh, boy. I better make it nice and warm down here in the lab for that day.
Well, no. I mean, we measure first.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to slap it out there.
I'll give the size of mine erect. I won't give it soft.
Well, no. You're like me. Grower.
Yeah. Henceforth, when we were bumping up against the mic.
So look for that, and please send questions in advance if you have some. It'd be great to hear from everybody. Let's go to the Yelp desk.
Yelp desk.
So
Yelp
I have been
desk.
trying to be good with my diet.
Oh, did you Yelp the ramps?
No, that would be fun.
That would be good.
Motherfuckers, cheating motherfuckers. No, but I've been trying to be good with my diet. But every now and again, you just got to have some pizza.
Oh,
so I was
hell
like,
yeah.
fuck it.
More now than again. Sure.
I'm going to have some goddamn pizza. So
Good
we had
for
some
you.
pizza late last week, and there's a pizza shop down the hill from us.
You didn't go all the way back to Eugene to
Didn't go back to Tracktown. I would have loved to.
Me too.
Tracktown.
I like
God,
Tracktown.
that shit was good. I went to Round Table, which we
we
mentioned
talked
last
about-
week.
Yeah, one of the last honest pizzas.
That's I never really understood that. Is it like all the other fucking pizza places are just lying to us?
Yeah.
Thank God Round Table's still
Fake
honest with
pizza.
us.
Hashtag fake pizza.
Thank you for being honest, Round Table.
Yeah, Round Table was good. They're like, our pizza, it's all right.
We're not the best. So.
Mm-hmm.
I should point out that this local Round Table has 35 reviews on Yelp, and 16 of them are 1 star.
Oh, wow.
That's not good.
However, the rule is usually that people that are upset
Right.
are more.
You don't, especially for something like Round Table, you don't immediately go to your fucking Yelp and go, this was great.
Right.
Nobody really does that. Their average score is 2.5. Not great. So this review is from Tiffany B,
Tiff.
whose 2 other reviews were 2 stars. So she's a tough customer.
Yeah.
And she only likes to bitch.
She's a tough nut to crack.
Indeed. So this review
Did you
is
say
from,
she only likes to bitch?
She likes to be, yeah.
Well, let's keep the misogyny down to a low roar.
I'm
here if we
talking
can.
about Yelp. Okay, she
Wow.
only likes to complain
Thank
on
you.
Yelp.
Jesus, we're
Sorry.
gonna lose all our menstruating listeners.
Oh, come on. Now you've made it worse. Because if you've gone through menopause, we still are happy to have you on our show.
Yeah, my mom listens.
So this is from June of 2017.
Oh,
Ready?
my birthday's month.
It is. Just 6 days
My
before your
lovely birthday lumps.
Ordered delivery. Confirmation said it would be an hour. An hour and a half later, we call, and the phone rings 16 times.
Oh my God.
16th ring, and someone picks up the phone and hangs it right back down.
Nice. Been there, done that. Worked in a pizza place. Have done that.
I just love how the manager's probably like, yeah, Neil, can you get that? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm busy.
Usually what happened, I worked at like a really nice pizza place. It was like an actual pizza restaurant.
They let you work there?
But, well, guess what I started doing? Washing dishes, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Work your way up. He's a
Wore
true
red
success
Reeboks.
story.
Red Reeboks.
Ooh, interesting.
And so, yeah, the phone would ring and the manager would, someone get that goddamn phone. And it would be like, all right, click, click. That was it.
They'll call back.
Get
If
that guy
they
off our
mean
back.
it, they'll call back.
Yeah.
Pizza is finally delivered. And pizza, I love how they're calling it pizza like it's a person.
Yeah.
Pizza is finally delivered, and pizza is lukewarm.
Poor pizza.
I should have named one of my children Luke Warm.
I was
like
gonna
middle
say-
name Warm, first
Yeah.
name Luke.
I was going to say they should have named their pizza Luke.
Exactly. So yeah, pizza's finally delivered. Pizza's lukewarm. She keeps going with this. Pizzas don't have the middle stopper, so cheese is stuck to the top. They forgot our chicken wings and side of extra tomatoes. Okay.
Whoa, wait. Side of what?
Extra tomatoes. Have you ever done that where, people will get tomatoes on the side, then they'll lay it over the top because then they're cold.
Okay. I had it all wrong. I just thought they wanted a side of tomatoes. Gotcha.
No,
right, because you don't want your pizza super juicy.
Well, or you're wanting that freshness on there, not have it, have
don't get tomatoes on your pizza. That's lame.
Well, I had a buddy who used to do that.
Saying.
Tomatoes on the side. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Are you still friends with him? You still talk to him?
I am still friends with him. He's one of those guys on that.
Yeah. You're not
I
friends
said
with
Twitter
him.
thread.
You're not.
Text
You're not.
thread.
Yeah. He's one of your C-word friends?
He is. He's one of the C's.
Does he go on the boys' weekends?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He lives for the boys' weekends.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Oh, boy. Well, speaking of C's, chicken wings. I don't think you should be ordering chicken wings from a pizza joint. That's just a rule.
Yeah, it's weird that became a thing.
When have you ever gone to a pizza
like Domino's
joint?
has chicken wings?
Yeah. When did you ever have good ones?
Pizza Guys has chicken wings?
I don't know pizza guys.
I don't know it either. No, it might be just. I think it's just in California.
I figure, yeah. So yeah, I just don't get the wings thing. But anyway,
No.
So disappointed with Roundtable. We call them back after. This is a little bit rough.
Yeah.
We call them back after also telling the delivery driver to tell his management when he gets back, and they use the excuse that another store just recently shut down, and that's why their service is so bad. I really hope that that's exactly what they said. We used to be pretty good.
No, we saw.
Our service is pretty bad now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Another store shut down. Our service, not really good.
No. What do you want us to do?
Yeah.
I mean, before that, we were awesome.
Yeah, we were good. You should have got us. You know what? You should have went to the other store.
It's a running trend, by the way, because I had so many 1-stars to sift through to find the best one. Mm-hmm. And there were many references to, this place used to be great. And then there's a new manager and new ownership, and it sucks. So...
Yeah.
Sorry, Roundtable. That's the Yelp desk.
We should do a Yelp for Sizzler because I can only imagine the people that complain about Sizzler.
I try to do it themed to like places I've actually gone.
This is what we do. Hey, everybody.
Sizzler and Eugene.
Send us where you want us to do a Yelp desk review.
Okay. Yeah. You can send us your suggestions.
Like how I said, hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Everyone
this
is
whole
listening.
world. The whole world is listening to our show.
Yeah. Hey, you in Jerusalem. How are ya?
How are ya?
Como esta?
It sounded like you. No, and it sounded like you went with some weird like upper Midwest.
How are ya?
Express. Yeah. How you doing today? Anyway, but I'm a little concerned somebody's going to send something we're not going to want to go eat. Like they're going to be like, they're going to keep telling us to go to Burger King's. Hey, go to the Jack in the Box on 82nd. Like,
no, Jack in the Boxes. Jack's in the box.
Jack's in the box.
Yeah.
Let's go to the news desk.
News desk with two dicks.
So many desks.
I know. I don't like your desks.
There's desks everywhere.
I don't want news
Got to
desks.
deal with it, man. It's a corporate environment I work in. I'm used to a lot of desks.
So boring.
So we talk often on this show about us getting old and all the fun stuff that comes along with that.
Are you sitting at a desk right now?
I am sitting at a desk. Thank you.
Damn it.
So are you.
I know. I call it a podcast table.
Fine.
It is a desk, though. It's from IKEA. Never mind.
So we get to talk about all this fun stuff, such as pee dribble and rectal exams.
Yep.
So this past week, I had a hockey game, as usual, and my second to last shift, I kind of turned and lunged with one hand out on the stick to try to catch a pass that was a little bit off. And I felt my back go, nope.
Oh,
So
really?
my back, I pulled something in my back, got to the bench, told the guy, the next center after me, I said, just keep an eye on me because there's a chance I get out there and I got to come right back off. He's like, okay. And I ended up being able to finish the shift. And then that was the end of the game. So then I'm kind of, not feeling great. Load up, get home, struggling, get up the next day, and I can't even put my socks and shoes on.
Oh, wow.
Like I can't lean down at all. It's terrible. And it's one of those where I don't know.
You know what works for that is Nike Freeze. You don't have to wear socks with them. But go on.
There you go. Do you have to lace them? Because I couldn't do that.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, see, I couldn't even reach down and lace my shoes. So I I had to go, like my son had a basketball game. I went to that and I'd walk 10 steps and get that shooting pain where you'd have to stop and almost lay down on the ground. It was that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. So I was thinking maybe I should have tried this remedy. This came to us from Agent Palmer. It's from Gizmodo. In a new case study,
AP.
Irish doctors report the baffling case of a 33-year-old man who injected his own semen intravenously
In his mouth.
for a year and a half. For a year and a half,
Yeah.
a self-developed cure intended to treat his chronic back pain.
Wow.
It does not appear to have worked.
Let me ask you this. Like, you know how much we jack it, right?
Sure.
Imagine if semen tasted like something you really liked. You know how much we'd really jack it then?
Yeah, if it was like the maple on the top of a maple bar.
Oh, exactly.
No,
Or
is it bad for you?
Whatever you wanted it to be like if you're like, God, I could really go for a pepperoni pizza, and it tasted like that. I mean,
Do you have to do it a certain way to generate the different flavor? Or it's just in your mind, it doesn't matter?
I think it just has to be in your mind. So God forbid if you think of something like really nasty at the
Oh,
end and
no.
you think it was going to be pepperoni pizza, and it's really like you're like, I got to pick up all that dog poop.
This turns into the Bean Boozled game where you don't know if it's going to be like a booger or lemon. You know those.
What?
You ever seen that Bean Boozled game?
No.
It's like
Explain
a
this to
candy.
me.
It's a candy you buy, and it's like you get a yellow one. It says, well, a yellow one either tastes like snot or key lime pie.
Hold on. This is a real candy?
This is real candy. This is a silly game people play. And then you'll get another one. It'll be brown. It'll be like, this either tastes like, it's either something gross or something that's, good.
That's like going behind this door. You're going to have sex, but it could be a guy or a girl.
Or, well, yeah.
And this is a game you enjoy.
I have never played this game,
Okay.
but I've seen kids who play it and I've heard about
Yeah.
it. It's been referenced before. I think they did it one year on Podtoberfest.
I don't know how you can take my semen flavored eating and make it more gross.
Well,
you have a
because-
knack.
Well,
you sir have a knack.
You led me down that
You
path
just
by
knacked
saying
me.
I
off
did
my
knack
semen.
you. I'm going to double knack you. So you walked me down that path by saying you don't know what you're going to get when you go to. I can't believe what I was going to say.
Right?
You don't know what you're going to get when you drink your own semen. Oh, man. This show is terrible.
have I done to
Don't
you?
come watch us live. How do we make it 5 years? This is awful. Shit. Anyway,
Oh, I've destroyed the show.
back to the guy.
Remember
and
back
his-
when you two used to talk about sports and hang out and have a good time?
we
and it
talked.
was-
We covered some dirty stuff, but it was usually me bringing it and Scott being like, "Oh, yeah,
There was a lot of Scott saying nope.
yeah, it was." Scott was good, and nah, he's a big
Nah,
nah guy. Nah. Anyway, so this guy tried this. It didn't work. After reportedly injecting semen into his arm every month for 18 months, the
I thought
man
he had a problem in
finally-
his back.
Well, I'm going to get to that.
Okay,
That's
all
my
right.
first question, too.
Yeah.
The man finally sought medical attention, but not for his arm. The patient instead complained of severe sudden onset lower back pain, having lifted a heavy steel object 3 days beforehand. During his checkup, the doctor found a patch of red swelling on his right forearm, after which the man admitted he'd been injecting himself with his own semen using a hypodermic needle he purchased online. I could only imagine what the doctor's face looked like when he said that. And by the way, I hope you're a lefty. You don't inject the semen into your fucking jack arm. Or does he think that's going to make it better?
No, he had it dialed in. he had the auto blow. He didn't have to do anything.
Does the audible collect and you can like pour that shit out?
Yeah,
It
because
must.
it in the little sack.
Yeah, it's in the little thing there, right?
Yeah,
That's a good way to keep track of it.
right. That's a good way. So if this is too much pizza for me tonight, you could throw it in the fridge and have it the next day.
The next day.
Cold semen pizza.
I
Huh?
want
Doesn't that sound good?
I want maple semen bars. I keep thinking about the maple bars.
Let me ask you a serious question here. If you had
No.
to eat semen, would you rather have it warm or cold, like from the source or day old in the fridge?
I think you want to go day old in the fridge because when it's real cold, it takes a lot of the flavor out of anything you're drinking. Think about it. I'll wait.
I'm like,
Let me liken it.
You just totally dogged me. I just did the whole head tilt and stared off into space.
You look like a little puppy dog.
Yeah.
Let me relate it to something that has nothing to do with it.
Oh no, Matt! The fact that you already answered that question, I think we can just move on. But thank
I was
you.
just gonna say, you ever drink a 40 of malt liquor? What's the worst? What's the worst part is the end when it's warmed up. You got some backwash too, but it's warmed up toward the bottom.
Oh, you're
and
right.
that's the hardest part to choke down.
You're right.
Early on, you're just fucking throwing that shit back, no problem, because it's cold.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. So just a memo to kids out there listening to the show: when you're drinking your Old English, fast. We don't go for speed.
You were gonna
here.
go when you're drinking your semen.
Not your semen. That take your time. Freeze
Right.
or put it in the fridge overnight. Yeah, I like that. Make a Jello shot out of it.
The funny thing is that just ran through my head too. Oh my gosh! Next time I have a party, making Jello shots.
Guess what? Guess what's in your Jello shot?
Yeah.
It's not a marshmallow. Anyway.
I can just imagine now. Next time we hang out, I'm gonna give you something to drink or eat, and you're like,
Nope.
Oh fuck no.
Nah.
No, not even. Nah. Nope.
Nah. This time around, he had injected 3 doses of semen, entering both his blood vessels and his muscles. Woo! Power shot. I got to go for a triple.
I like that.
This is
get
the
your
first-
curls in.
Quote, this is the first reported case of semen injection for use as a medical treatment, the doctors at Adelaide and Meath Hospital in Ireland wrote in the case study titled Semenly Harmless Back Pain, an unusual presentation of a subcutaneous abscess.
Nice.
I love how doctors are going with the dad puns.
Yeah.
A seemingly harmless back pain. The swollen region on his arm. The swollen region grew and hardened. Oh yeah, around the area on his arm where he'd injected his semen, and an X-ray revealed an area of trapped air. That's a fucking problem.
Oh, so he didn't know how to juice himself. That's
no,
the
and you don't
problem.
want to shoot. You shoot air into your veins, and you can fucking kill yourself.
You shoot air almost into anywhere in your body, and you're going to be messed up.
Yeah. An area of trapped air beneath the man's skin. The doctors immediately hospitalized the patient, treating him with an intravenous antimicrobial therapy. After the patient's back
Doc is
pain...
just freaking jacking it right into his IV. Just here we go, buddy. You wanted it.
He comes to right when the doctor's coming. To.
Weirdest bukkake video ever. Get the interns in here.
You got to see this. It's. He said the doctors immediately hospitalized the patient, blah, blah, blah. And they said after the patient's back pain improved, he discharged himself. So much.
So good.
So good in that sentence.
That's good.
That is poetry right there. After dutifully reporting the first ever case of a man injecting himself with his own semen to try to treat his back pain, the authors offered a warning. It's dangerous for the untrained to perform intravenous injections on themselves, especially when they're injecting things that aren't supposed to be injected into veins, like semen. I agree.
I think the big issue was that he didn't know how to actually shoot himself up, more so than semen.
I think that, but also what you said earlier, which is what my first thought was, why are you shooting that shit in your arm, man? Go to the pain point.
Yeah.
Shoot that shit straight in your back.
Yeah, or just, use it like Powerade. Just drink it down, bro. If you're
what's the goal of
veins,
shooting in the arm?
Come on.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna jerk off tonight and put that semen into a needle and have lady friend just shoot it right into my back. Don't worry, my semen's sterile.
I just want to say this right now. My wife suffers from some lower back pain.
Okay.
I'm just gonna intervene.
Go tell her
myself.
Hey, it's a medical study, honey.
The butt is next to the back. I'm just putting it in there. It's gonna work.
Oh God.
I hope I never get back pain around you.
Okay. Next story. It wouldn't be a news or a tech desk or whatever you want to call it without some reference to robots.
Let me ask you this, though, before we get going.
Mm-hmm.
When you started this podcast, did you think it was going to turn into this?
No.
No.
I didn't know what it was going to turn into, Neil, but you know what? We can get into that on our 5th anniversary. Maybe that's a good question
write that
to go
down.
through.
Put that in the notes.
Okay. You remember those warehouse accidents where those robots were hurting workers,
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. This is where the world is taken over
Right.
and people die.
Yes, correct. Oops, I am sorry I impaled you.
Right.
That incident. So Amazon has begun rolling out a new worker safety wearable to over 25 of its locations over the past year.
Sure they are.
Namely, a robotic tech vest that alerts robots to the location of workers within a facility in order to prevent workplace accidents.
You know what this vest is? It just simply like the guts of a dead robot, but the robots think it's another robot.
Mm-hmm, so they won't harm it.
Dude, this is a really good movie. I think we could write this.
This could turn into something, a screenplay. I was just going to say,
5
now we got to wear...
people, 3 vests.
What's that?
Do? 5 people, 3 vests, 1 warehouse.
Oh, shit.
What do you do?
Good call. They're
Yep.
all trapped in a room. There's only 3 vests.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is like a child, like a 10-year-old boy. Like, well, you got to give him
What
one,
is up
right?
with you and the young boys?
And there's some white guy who's probably like, my life's more important than his. You
Hold
know,
on,
and-
okay. 5 people. One's a young boy.
Sure.
So 5 people, 3 vests. One's a young boy. One's a white guy. I say
Yep.
yes. The rest of the 3 get the vest.
That's so rude.
All
You'd
right,
be like,
go
is there
on.
a dog in here? We'll put one on that.
But my son, yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
whatever. It doesn't matter. He barely got started.
Yeah.
Let's snuff him out right now.
Can your son blow himself? No, dog gets the vest.
He can't. That guy can't even make semen fluid for back pain. Fuck him. Anyway, okay. The vest in question has built-in sensors that allow Amazon robots to detect obstacles, in this case humans, and
This is
maneuver
not good.
around them. Did you get that, Neil?
This is
humans
scary.
are obstacles
Yeah.
for robots.
No, this is scary.
We're getting in the way of them now.
This is scary because that means if you're wearing the vest and someone decides, no, now you're expendable, you've become from obstacle to
Target.
I don't know. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
going to say Thanksgiving dinner, but sure.
Amazon Robotics VP, lovely title, Brad Porter, told TechCrunch that previously workers would have to manually log their
No
locations.
way Brad Porter is his real name, but go on.
Probably not. Manually log their locations in an Amazon facility to avoid collisions with robots. Quote, in the past, associates would mark out the grid of cells where they would be working in order to enable the robotic traffic planner to target them with deadly force. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. The robotic planner to smartly route around that region. What the vest allows the robots to do is detect the human from farther away and smartly update its travel plan to steer clear without the need for the associate to explicitly mark out those zones. This sounds like a motherfucking robot talking, by the way. This does not sound like a human being.
Like I said, do you think that's his real name?
I'm telling you, Brad Porter is a joke. Brad Porter is made of metal. Amazon is moving full steam ahead with installing more and more robots in their centers. Over the 2018 holiday season, the company hired less temporary staff, yet broke its shipment records. A clear sign that automation is fueling Amazon's growth. Porter, the robot, added that the vest has been a huge success and had logged over 1 million unique activations.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he said. 1 million unique activations. You're a
He's-
fucking robot.
Yeah, he's not.
God.
Yeah.
I just wonder if these vests come with some sort of breathing apparatus so that when the fucking robot knocks the goddamn bear repellent over again, you can breathe.
Right. I think I'd be throwing my vest on another robot and see how that goes.
That's a good idea.
Activation is such a new buzzword. Drives me nuts.
Well, then you're giving him credit. I think he's a robot.
I don't like it. Oh, NASCAR's got Monster Energy as a sponsor. They plan a bunch of new activations. It drove me nuts.
Yeah, that sounds
Hearing
lame.
people with a Southern NASCAR accent, which is a thing, it's not rude, say, activation.
Can you do it with a Southern accent? Go.
Yes, I can. However, it's
You just did a Midwest accent about 10 minutes ago.
but that was all natural. That's because of the Midwest in me.
Okay. Let's talk about movies.
Oh, is it a movie desk?
Yeah. It's not a movie desk. This is called
Oh shit, what the fuck is this?
Neil. So, did you, by the way, see that they remade Jacob's Ladder?
No.
Yes, I don't know a whole lot about it. I didn't even watch the trailer for it, but I did not include it on our list. I don't know if I'm trying to think if I ever actually saw that movie or if I've just heard so much about it from Jason Mantzoukas.
That's all I know it
how
from.
this get
I don't
made.
even know what the movie's about.
Is this
And
a
he's like,
Jacob's
maybe
Ladder
this
scenario?
Is a JPEG. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I know the toy, a Jacob's Ladder,
Yeah.
and that thing still doesn't make
I
sense
think
to
Huey
me.
Lewis had a song called Jacob's Ladder.
That's all we need to know, folks.
Right? No?
Uh-huh.
Anybody? Huey Lewis? Okay. All right, I picked 8. I hope it goes well.
Freaking the Great 8.
Alita Battle Angel, based on the
Oh.
Cyberpunk series.
Based on what?
The Cyberpunk series.
Oh, yes, of course.
This is directed by Robert Rodriguez,
Starring Alita Adams.
produced by James Cameron,
Oh, the James Cameron?
the James Cameron.
Jimmy
Cam.
Cammy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stars Rosa Salazar, Christoph Waltz, Jennifer Connelly, Mahershala Ali, Jackie Earl Haley. Jackie Earl Haley, most notable for playing Kelly on Bad News Bears.
Oh, nice.
Well, he also, I think, went on to be like Freddy Krueger or some shit, didn't he? Michelle Rodriguez, Casper Van Dien. Casper Van Dien.
Oh, he's still alive?
That dude was from Starship Troopers.
Yes. Yep. Well, he was in something else. He was in a couple things.
He's not. He was, but
He
was
wasn't
also
on a couple things, but he was in a couple of things.
He's an asshole dad on the show All American, which you might not have seen. It's a lovely football show on the CW, I think.
Oh, very nice.
Anyway, set several centuries in the future, so don't worry. This is not a 19-something movie.
Oh, thank God.
The abandoned Alita is found in the scrapyard of Iron City by Ito, a compassionate cyber doctor who takes the unconscious cyborg Alita to his clinic. When Alita awakens, she has no memory of who she is, nor does she have any recognition of the world she finds herself in, but her lips are wrapped around Ito's dick. No, I'm just kidding. As Alita learns to navigate her new life and the treacherous streets of Iron City, Ito tries to shield her from her mysterious past. So we're crazy sci-fi here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little bit really quickly. It looks visually crazy, and the Alita character is a motion capture, but it looks sort of human.
Right.
She just has like big eyes.
Yes. I
and
think
so
I think I caught pot. I think I caught pot of this.
I think I caught pot of this mock.
I caught pot of this actually watching the Patriots game. So
That comes up on your Gamecast on your phone?
right. I am going to say that Annalise is going to want to watch this,
I figured she would.
and I will enjoy watching it with her because she's amazing.
I thought you were going to say I enjoy watching her face react to watching this movie.
To getting injected by semen for her lower back pain. She's going to wake up in the middle of the night going, why is my back all wet? I'm like, does your back feel better? She's like, no. I'm like, try again.
It's like, well, yeah, do you have to inject it, or can it be like a Tiger Balm thing where you just rub it on the surface?
Topical ointment.
Yeah.
I'll just
Maybe
put it
that's
in
what
your
it is.
hands.
That's what it
You
is.
can
don't
apply
need
it
to
yourself.
inject.
No.
Just rub it into the skin.
That's right. That's right.
That's right, man.
That's right, man. Why are you talking, man?
Why do you keep talking about injecting it, man? Oh, Velvet Buzzsaw.
I'm in. You don't even have to say anymore. This is a vampire bunny that uses a saw to cut up his or her prisoners.
That would be better.
I'm in.
Dan Gilroy. This is the guy who did Nightcrawler. I don't know if you saw that. It was with Jake Gyllenhaal. A lot of the same cast from that movie.
Oh.
Jake Gyllenhaal's like
Wasn't that a timepiece? Wasn't that like back in the 70s?
No. He's doing. I think you're thinking of the serial
The
killer
newspaper.
one.
Yes, you're right.
The Zodiac Killer.
Right.
And I don't know if it's called that, but whatever. And then this one was about Nightcrawler. Was him running around taking pictures of like accident scenes and things like that, and he started to like doctor the scenes and make them look better and shit. He was real creepy, dude.
Oh,
Anyway,
that sounds cool.
so Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo, Toni Collette, Zawe Ashton, Tom Sturridge, Natalia Dyer, Billy Magnuson, David Diggs, and
Billy
John
Madison.
Malkovich. John
That's
Malkovich.
awesome.
Billy Magnuson.
Oh, right.
After a series of paintings by an unknown artist are discovered, a supernatural force enacts revenge on those who have allowed their greed to get in the way of art.
No.
Nah. This gal finds art in this dead guy's apartment and tries to pass him off as her own, and like shit starts coming out of the paintings. It's like a horror show.
I like it. It's kind of a cool premise, but not my gig.
Okay.
Is there semen involved?
There could be. Next up, this is for the kids, but it's not just for the kids because I actually enjoyed the first one.
Frozen 2.
Lego Movie 2.
Oh, all over it. Absolutely,
Yeah?
100%. Not in the theater. Yes.
Okay. It's called Lego Movie 2, the second part. Directed by Mike Mitchell and written and produced by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who did the first one. Stars Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, Tiffany Haddish, Will Arnett, Stephanie Beatriz, Charlie Day, Allison Brie, Nick Offerman, and Maya Rudolph. So the citizens of Bricksburg face a dangerous new threat when Lego Duplo invaders from outer space.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That is awesome.
From outer space start to wreck everything in their path. The battle to defeat the enemy and restore harmony to the Lego universe takes Emmett, Lucy, Batman, and the rest of their friends to a faraway, unexplored worlds that test their courage and creativity. So you saw the first one, you liked it.
Yes.
Okay. This one's got kind of more of like a post-apocalyptic vibe,
Right.
like almost like Mad Max.
They're getting a little darker with it, but the Duplo
looks-
thing is hilarious.
Looks pretty funny. Yeah. All right. 2 out of 3. Fighting with my family.
So this is, let's see.
Is it my story? Is
I
it
was
your
gonna
story?
say, guy has dad, doesn't like dad. Dad has surgery. Guy tries to kill dad. Realizes
Wow.
dad's still alive, so he makes him babysit his kids.
Oh, that's a tough
Go
one.
Patriots!
I don't think This is directed by Stephen Merchant. I don't know if you know who he is. This is his
Oh yeah,
directorial
no,
debut.
he did. Oh no,
You do
really? I
not
thought
know
he
who he is.
directed that other movie. It was called Dads Hate Kids or something like
This
that.
guy is he collaborates a lot with Ricky Gervais. They used to do a bunch of shows together. He's a giant.
what's it?
He's like 6'7".
Oh yes, the guy with the glasses.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Stars Florence Pugh, Jack Loudon, Nick Frost, Lena Headey, Vince Vaughn, and Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock.
The Beavis family, who are all professional wrestlers, try to work through the issues that arise when sister and brother duo Soraya and Zach audition for roles in WWE.
Oh, this is kind of. I was a big wrestling fan when I was younger. I really liked. So Ricky Gervais did a show called Idiot Abroad. Don't know if you ever seen.
That's
it.
that's a show. I think he did 2 seasons of it with
Yes.
Carl Pilkington.
May have been 3, but yes.
Okay.
But Steve was the
Steve
sidekick.
Merchant.
Yeah. And I really like Steve, so I will see it just because I have a warm and fuzzy semen feeling about this movie.
All right. We're 3 out of 4 here.
Although I'm going to say
Not gonna see it in the
Netflix. Right. This will be right.
Of course.
I just saw Adam Sandler's latest stand-up on Netflix.
I heard it was good.
Loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Although,
that's what he should
in all
focus
fairness,
on.
I'm a fan of Adam Sandler. So
Well, maybe he should focus on that because his movies are pants.
you
They're
should.
awful.
Well, once you look at all his movies that you've probably actually enjoyed, his most recent movies are not great, but he's had a few good ones.
He has had a few good ones. Big
Yeah.
fan of Happy Gilmore. Mm-hmm. Billy Madison is really tough to watch. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've gone back because he does
Well,
all
no,
that.
why do I go back?
I don't know.
You
They're always
watch
looking
it
forward.
You know, you
Always
watch
looking
it,
forward.
you enjoy it. You don't go back,
Move on, man.
man. You
Why are
see,
you always talking about the
you
past?
see Tommy going back. You see Nikki going back. You see Vince going back.
God, when does that fucking movie come out?
Anyway, go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay. I didn't.
If you
already
don't,
forgot.
don't tell me.
I already forgot what you told me to check out.
I don't know. Adam Sandler's new stand-up.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, did you look at people just doing things or whatever I told you it was last week with the DJs?
I have not seen
London?
it yet. I looked it up, but I have not seen it yet.
You'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Actually, you probably won't, but watch it anyway. A lot of white guys. A lot of white guys.
Oh, okay. Right up my alley. The rhythm section.
This is the next movie?
Yes.
Oh.
And I realized when I did this, I originally had a different movie. So I had like listed out the director and the starring.
Yeah.
And then I changed it to this one.
But you didn't list.
And I didn't change the starring and the director, but I did change the plot.
Nice.
So it's the wrong actors.
All right, cool. I'll look it up real quick for you.
Directed the rhythm section, directed by Reed Morano.
But it's not.
Stars Blake Lively.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Does not star Blake Lively of Aviator Gin fame. Does not star Jude Law or Max Casella.
Hold on, dum-dum. The rhythm section stars Blake Lively, Jude Law.
Oh, do I have the right one?
Oh, you do.
Oh, okay.
Sterling K. Brown, Richard
Yes.
Blake.
Richard Brake.
Brake.
Dick Brake. He's back. Remember Dick Brake?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I did have the right thing.
All
I thought I
right.
had changed this
Director
one
is
out or
Reed
something.
Morano.
Yes. Okay, so I am correct.
Screenplay.
Did you see Max Casella though? That was Vinny Del Pino on Doogie Howser. You remember that fucking show?
Oh, his buddy
It was his buddy.
with the glasses.
Yeah. Did he have glasses? I don't think
I'm
he had
thinking
glasses.
of a different show.
Anyway,
No.
the rhythm section is an international
Who's
spy thriller.
Tawfiq
Neil?
Barrom? Tawfiq
Barrow.
Barrom.
What are you doing? The rhythm section is an international spy thriller that follows the story of Stephanie Patrick, a woman who seeks to uncover the truth behind a plane crash that killed her family. Patrick was also meant to be on the flight. After she discovers that the crash was not accidental, was not accidental.
Totally withdrew it from my ATM account.
She embarks on a mission to track down those responsible by assuming the identity of an assassin. Yeah, when the cash is accidental, that's like when you wake up the next day after a hard night of drinking. You're like,
Yeah.
I got like $80 in my pocket.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh fuck!
Oh,
I
I
hit the ATM, didn't I?
I have a funny story about this. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
Here we go. Quick story.
Okay.
So at work, there's a program that we have that we try to help people that have difficulties from impoverished neighborhoods that have difficulties finding job to get them some job experience.
Good.
And so we had this guy, great guy, really nice guy, put himself in a lot of trouble, but was doing his best to turn his life around. And he was making all the right decisions and the right moves. So his kids, he has 3 kids, but his twins were having a birthday. And out here in California, we have a bunch of theme parks, and he was going to take them to one for their birthday. His sister lived near said theme park. So we're going to spend the weekend there, take the kids, saved a bunch of money. Cause as you know, taking a bunch of kids to a theme park can cost some money. So,
fuck yeah.
So he he was supposed to be back at work Monday at 6 a.m. Didn't show up. Around 8 a.m., this car pulls up and he crawls out of it in not a very good shape. He looks like he's been drinking a bit, maybe.
A little bit of a bender?
A little bit. And he comes and he sits down and he's like, man, I said, are you okay? How was the weekend? And he goes, oh, it was tough. He's like, I took my kids to, I'm going to paraphrase because he used certain language and words that maybe would not come across well if I said it.
Sure.
So he said he took his kids to his sisters, and it was also his birth. It was the kid's birthday and his birthday. He was celebrating all the birthdays.
Okay.
So he got freaking crazy drunk.
Yeah.
Crazy drunk.
Sure.
Was going to take the kids the next day, even though he said he was still drunk and hungover, felt if he just kept drinking, he could take them to the theme park, but he couldn't find all the money he had saved. Hundreds of dollars.
Oh, no.
Hundreds of dollars, because he wanted to spoil him run.
Sure.
Couldn't find it. Was convinced somebody stole it the night before.
Oh, no.
So just hung out with the kids. Next day, kept drinking, hung out with the kids, tried to make it nice. He's like, I tried to get a clown to come. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. So Monday rolls around and he's like,
just come over.
So he was too drunk Sunday night to get back, but Monday morning he was able to get the kids up and to their school, and then he had his cousin or someone drop him off. And then he goes, my hip and my leg have been killing me all weekend.
Need sperm.
I said, that sucks. And he's like, man, I got to change my shoes. And he took off his shoes and he had the money stuffed in the toe of his shoes.
Yeah. Accidental money.
Yep.
Accidental
and he's like,
cash.
what? And then he felt terrible. But at the same time, he's like, I can't work today. And he left.
And he's like, I could have totally afforded that clown.
He could have. He had a lot of money in his shoe.
Oh,
but
man.
I thought it was funny. He's like,
At least he got his money back.
He's like, oh, I remember now. I put it there. I went to the bank and I put it there Friday so no one would steal it.
Never took his shoes off.
Never took his shoes
The whole weekend.
Never took his shoes off.
Folks, you got to take your shoes off if you're going to sleep.
Yeah. He was, and I want to say, kept in touch with him, and he's doing really well now. But
Well, that's good.
Such a great guy.
And on that note, are you going to watch the rhythm section?
Not if my buddy's not in it. I'm going to go with no.
I figured not. Next up, Lords of Chaos.
Oh, also known as Reasons Are Several. What?
This is based on a book by the same name, directed by Jonas Ackerland, stars Rory Culkin.
One of the Jonas brothers. I love it.
Yeah. Rory Culkin, Macaulay's younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
Emery Cohen, Jack Kilmer. Yep.
Val Kilmer's?
Val Kilmer's son. Sky Ferreira, Anthony Della Torre.
Does Jack Kilmer look anything like Val Kilmer?
I didn't really get a good look at him, and you'll understand why it was hard to tell when I tell you what the story is about.
All right. Jack Kilmer.
In 1987 Oslo, 17-year-old Euronymous becomes fixated on creating true Norwegian black metal with his band Mayhem.
Jack Kilmer's a cutie.
Oh, he's a dorb.
No, for real.
Like he doesn't have that fat face like Val yet?
He's got the cherub face.
Okay.
But he's very soft. He's like psychotic looking. Like he's got that
very
soft.
soft.
He's got that soft psychotic look.
I've been called soft before.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
He mounts shocking publicity stunts to put the band's name on the map, but the lines between show and reality begin to blur.
Is this a true story?
It's based on a book. I don't know if it's
Okay.
based on a true story, but it's 80s. The band is Mayhem. Very short trailer, so you don't get a whole lot of taste of what's going on in the movies, but it's just a straight 80s metal kind of rock.
Yeah, no, not at all. Nah.
I thought you'd watch this.
No, because they're making fun of the truth, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you gotta do
the
that?
truth, man. No one makes fun of the truth, man.
Don't make fun of the truth, man. Leave the truth man out of this.
Yeah.
2 more. Cold Pursuit. This is directed by Hans Petter Molland. That's Hans. Sorry, I wrote down Hans. He doesn't have any hands. Liam Neeson, Laura Dern, Emmy
geez.
Rossum, Tom Bateman, William Forsythe, Julia Jones, and Tom Jackson.
Oh, brother.
Can you imagine what this movie might be about just based on the fact that it stars Liam Neeson?
Does he have a certain set of skills, and is he going after somebody?
Snowplower Nelson Coxman.
Snowplower.
His name's Nelson Coxman. Like, how are you sitting around and go, fuck it, Nelson Coxman, let's go
I
with
only
that.
hit blonde dudes and chicks, man. I'm a snowplower.
Oh, God. Snowplower Nelson Coxman seeks revenge.
Coxman.
Seeks revenge against a drug cartel in his Rocky Mountains hometown after his son is murdered by the gang. Oh, my God.
No. Nope.
By the way, this was characterized as an action comedy when I looked it up. Doesn't that just sound hilarious?
Comedy.
I mean, there's a few funny little lines in
I
it.
will say this. If they made it like an action comedy, like have you seen the Netflix show Happy?
No.
If they made it something like that, just where it's like so over the top, but the lines are all kind of funny and you're like, oh.
Like Starship Troopers.
Exactly. Or
They
Evil
meant
Dead.
to make it silly.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, right. Sure. So he's just going to kill everybody that killed his son. So this is a totally new, groundbreaking idea.
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Final
glad
one.
to see Liam Neeson is branching out. However, I think now he's just cashing checks.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's got to be
Cash
fun.
that check, man.
If I made a movie that just like did amazing and they're like, we're going to pay you like at least $5 million to keep making this movie, I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Of course.
It's almost like being on the same podcast, just talking about sex every week.
Exactly.
I love it.
We're mailing it in.
We're just
Fucking-
making better money. That's all.
As Rashid Wallace once said, CTC. Cut that check.
Oh, there you go. That's not what I thought it meant. I thought it was like crack to crack, like a double dildo. You're like just bouncing off each other.
Speaking of bad things happening to main characters' children,
Yes.
Todos lo saben, a.k.a. everybody knows.
Yes. Todos lo saben.
Todos la saben.
It's also it's also like, I believe that is the proper form. Because I think it's
the
Todo
more
lo sabe
formal.
or Todo lo sabes. Yeah.
You know
Todos lo saben.
un poco?
Un poquitito español, por favor. I just ordered a little bit of Spanish for some reason.
This is directed and written by Asghar Farhadi. Stars Penelope Cruz, who is my lady friend's most favorite comparison. Some people have told her she looks like
She says
Penelope
you look
Cruz,
like
and
Penelope Cruz?
No, she says people
She
have
says
told
you
her
have
that.
the boobs of Penelope
I
Cruz.
do not look like Penelope Cruz.
No.
I mean, maybe.
No. People have told her she looks like Penelope Cruz.
Yes, but she's like, thank you. I'll take it.
Right.
Javier Bardem, because they're married.
Right.
Ricardo Darin, or is it maybe Darin?
I would hope it's not Ricardo Darren.
No. So Laura, a Spanish woman living in Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Your peeps.
Uh-huh.
Returns to her hometown outside Madrid with her 2 children to attend her sister's wedding. However, the trip
Madrid,
is
Spain?
Yes. She's Spanish.
Oh,
she's
fuck
living
this.
in Argentina.
No, I don't like it.
However, the trip is upset by unexpected events that bring secrets into the open. Did you like my hand gesture there?
Yeah, that was good.
So this is subtitled.
Oh, I'd like it.
You being a proud Argentine who's fluent in Spanish, I assume you have no problem with this.
I was going to say, what language is it shot in? Be great if it was Russian.
It's in Russian. Yes. Good point.
I will probably want to see this, and I will probably watch it with my mother.
All right. By the way, the secret is that Cruz had a thing with Bardem back in the day. That's
I thought they were married.
in the movie, dude.
Oh, they're
in
not.
the movie.
Oh, yeah, no.
In real life, they're married. In the movie,
Don't
it's
pretend to break the fourth wall and then kind of break the fourth wall and then don't break the fourth wall, but say we broke the fourth wall in the past. Fuck these people. I ain't watching it. My mom can suck a dick.
Thank you for listening to our show. You can find us at reasonsareseveral.com. You can go check out our dope-ass merch store at fucking, what's it called? Don'tgotopless.store. Thanks again, KC.
What's it called?
Go buy a shirt. Go buy a mug. Do what you got to do. More stuff coming.
Don't buy a mug. Those are stupid. Buy a shirt.
He said there might even be more product this weekend.
Freaking A.
He's just churning shit out.
Go buy yourself a hypodermic needle to shoot yourself up with your semen or the semen of a friend.
Might have to
make
yourself,
a shirt
out of that.
Yeah, make yourself a battleship. Freaking semen up.
It's just like the drawing of almost like an oil spill, but it just says sperm on it and your lower back on the shirt.
That's it. Or you just put shooting semen and people are like, I don't know what you're saying. Yeah. Shooting semen.
Please go review us on iTunes if you would. Also go check out Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks, Neil's other podcast, as well as Halos and Heathens vlog. Don't forget that we're going to have that March 3rd anniversary show on the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. And if you're a NASCAR fan, join us for February 17th. We're going to have a watch party on YouTube.
And if you can't get enough of Neil, or you just like Annalise, the more likely scenario,
Right.
You can always check out their podcast is recorded live on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Pacific. Tweet at us at ReasonsR and at AngelsFreak7. You can also email us at reasonsrseveral@gmail.com. We'll be back next week. Bye.
Fill yourself up with semen.
This one's a hit.
Just a little bit of heat.
This one